Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. I don't know what state of mind will the Indian players play tomorrow. There is a test match starting. It's unbelievable. I almost forgot about it that there is a test match starting with West Indies because India just 3 days ago, won a miraculous final versus Pakistan in the Asia Cup final. And what an Asia Cup it was! I mean, from Super 4 onwards, it was just amazing what happened in the Asia Cup with Sri Lanka getting eliminated, with Bangladesh winning one match, Bangladesh coming close versus Pakistan, India coming close to losing and breaking their T20 streak versus Sri Lanka, and then India were down and out in the finals. And all the politics that happened over the Asia Cup, culminated in that one moment where India were crowned Asia Cup champions with a six of the third last ball of the Asia Cup. That was so important from Tilak Verma and Gill, Bumrah, Akshar Patel. They must be in a hangover because they have to get down to the dirty business of playing 5 day cricket. 5 day cricket from tomorrow. First test is going to start in Ahmedabad. In the meanwhile, in the background, the politics and the trophy controversy is still looming. We still have Mohsin Naqvi, who has run away with the trophy and is refusing to give the trophy to India, which is quite funny. And the funniest thing about that is that Pakistan is declaring it as a win on social media, that they did not hand over, they did not uh, lose their place, and they think that they have saved their respect by not getting bullied by India. But at the same time, India were ready to take the Asia Cup from any other ACC member, just not Mohsin Naqvi, who had during the tournament also put some controversial posts regarding India-Pakistan war. It was a very heated Asia Cup final with no handshakes and a lot of politics involved. But India were able to, beat Pakistan 3 times. And I'm sure that even if Pakistan had beaten India once in this tournament, Pakistan would have been, their politicians would have been saying much worse things about India than India is right now saying. And the decision to not take trophy from Mohsin Naqvi was, I think, justified. And Mohsin Naqvi also was justified in not giving the trophy. Although there has been precedence in 2022, Shah allowed Sri Lankan member of ACC to hand over that trophy to the winning Sri Lankan team. But Mohsin Naqvi considers this property as his own personal property, this trophy as his own personal property. So nothing can be done now. And I'm sure that trophy will come back, but Indian cricketers, they don't have time to think about the trophy because the world moves very fast, and we are here for WTC uh, championship, World Test Championship, and the first test is going to start tomorrow, and a very important test match in context of India history, because for the first time ever, the Indian test team is going to be without Virat Kohli, without Rohit Sharma, and most importantly, without Ravichandran Ashwin at home. Ravichandran Ashwin was the guy who has taken 383 wickets at home. No one in this era has even reached parallel to him, not even Ravindra Jadeja, who has almost played during the same era as Ashwin. It's going to be so West Indies. From West Indies point of view, this they have already lost a series at home to Australia 3-0, where they were all out for 27. They have not made much changes in their test team, and more importantly, their star performance in that series, Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph, especially Shamar Joseph, both have been ruled out of this test. And that only leaves Jaden Seals, the 22-year bowler who has shown incredible potential and has specially improved 2024 onwards as a test bowler. And he was, along with Shamar Joseph, the main damager who actually troubled Australia a lot on the spicy pitches. And surprisingly, at Ahmedabad, we are expecting a red soil pitch that has been confirmed. And on this red soil pitch, we will see back again Mohammad Siraj will be coming back after his spectacular tour of England, where he was the highest wicket taker. And I don't know if Jasprit Bumrah is going to play, but it will be good to see him play as well. But I have a feeling that he will be rested. And for West Indies, we may see debut of a 34-year-old spinner, which is Harry Pierre. And Harry Pierre has shown lot of potential in the Caribbean Premier League, and Caribbean Premier League has just ended, where Trinbago Knight Riders were crowned champions, and it was the old guard, the anti-establishment guard of Karen Pollard, Sunil Narayan, Nicholas Puran, Andre Russell, who held the trophy again, and Karen Pollard, in fact, became the most number of championships in the entire world, overtaking his friend and now the coach of Trinbago Knight Riders, Dwayne Bravo. So after that, a lot has happened also in West Indies cricket. They have just gone down to Nepal in a T20 series. This was the first time ever that Nepal was playing a T20 series versus a test playing nation. And it was not the full strength West Indies side, but it had some stars from the CPL. But Nepal were able to win that series 2-1. And, now this tour is starting. I think West Indies are not having much practice, and this is going to be interesting what happens. So the also a very important, test match for Shubman Gill, because his captaincy was under the scanner in England. Bowlers saved him a lot of times, batters saved him a lot of times. He himself with his bat saved his captaincy. And now going forward, we'll have to see what happens. And especially, they have produced a pitch where we just saw in last year, we lost to New Zealand. India lost to New Zealand 3-0. And in that match also started with a hit. And, in that Pacers wicket was Matt Henry who was dominant. We have seen India go down to Pacers in past. Dale Steyn or Suranga Lakmal have damaged India in the past. Whenever India has dished out a Pacers wicket, a green wicket with a red soil pitch, and it can be expected that Alzari Joseph will make some inroads. But Shubman Gill will like to continue the winning streak at home, which has been broken by that New Zealand side. But he'll like to get back to winning terms at home. Now, for this test, India has picked Nitish Reddy, I think, who's going to play because India will need a fast bowling all rounder. So there is doubt that whether Kuldeep Yadav will play because, and also Akshar Patel. It may happen that Kuldeep Yadav plays, but not Akshar Patel, because Akshar Patel also pulled up some kind of cramp in that game versus Sri Lanka, and he was doubtful even before for the Super Force. So I think Akshar Patel may be rested, although he is the most valuable asset after Ravichandran Ashwin retirement. But you may see Jadeja and Washington Sundar, only two spinners play, and you may see Siraj, Umrah, or Siraj or Prasidh Krishna along with Nitish Reddy. I think it will be Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, it will be Washington Sundar, Ravindra Jadeja, and Nitish Reddy. So that will be the bottom five, and the top six will be KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan. Number 4 will be Shubman Gill, and number 5 will be Dhruv Jurel, who has a very important test match because Rishabh Pant is out injured. So it will be Dhruv Jurel who will be at number 5, and the number 6 batter. It's a good question mark. It could be Devdutt Padikkal, or they may even choose to play Akshar Patel at number 6. So it will be interesting to see because Karun Nair was dropped. I feel a bit unfair because you picked Sai Sudarshan. I think there was a little bit of age discrimination there, just because Karun Nair is near to the sunset of his career, and Sai Sudarshan is just starting out. But after Tilak Verma's recent performance, I really wanted to see Tilak Verma somehow come back to the test team because he's averaging 52 for Hyderabad, whereas Sai Sudarshan averages 39 for Tamil Nadu. So let's see who is that number 6. It will be interesting to see whether Devdutt Padikkal comes back automatically, or they played an all-rounder, or whether Washington Sundar plays actually at number 6, and they go for Kuldeep Yadav. Actually, if they go for Kuldeep Yadav, that could be a surprise. But let's see what happens. But normally in India they go with 3 pacers. Let's see how the pitch behaves, and if they play 3 pacers, that would also be an acceptable decision if it's a green pitch. So for West Indies, again, I'm disappointed that Darren Sammy continues to exclude Kevin Hodge, who was a promising batter who has 25 plus average in both England and Australia. He continues to exclude him. And Roston Chase has said that we want to win here and we want to learn from New Zealand team. Roston Chase has just recently become test captain. You know, the openers are Kevlon Anderson, John Campbell. Not sure how they will perform. Then you have Alec Athens, who has come back. Unfortunate for Kevin Hodge that, you know, they have given this opportunity to Alec Athens, but not considered him at all. Shai Hope, um, Jomel Borican, and I think John Campbell are the only three members who played last time that West Indies played in India, and it was in 2018. Since 1994, West Indies has not won a test match in India. So it's been a long time since West Indies. They've out of the 10 test matches, they have lost 8 and drawn 2. One of the draws was draw with scores level, which happened in Delhi in 2011, just after India had won the World Cup final. So it will be an interesting series to see whether West Indies can put up some kind of resistance. Otherwise, India will roll them over at their home conditions. They are still a very good side uh, versus compared to West Indies, especially without Shamar Joseph. If Shamar Joseph would have been there and if Alzari Joseph would have been there, I think West Indies would have looked at totally different side and would have thought of a possibility to at least level the series or win the series. But it will be very difficult now. Now, let's see. Jomel Borican, he did very well in Pakistan. He actually leveled the series for West Indies in Pakistan in the last WTC cycle. It will be interesting to see if he can make an impact here. Let's see if Tegnarayan Chandrapal, the son of Shiv Narayan Chandrapal, gets an opportunity for West Indies. Justin Greaves is also an all-rounder who will definitely play on these seaming pitches. The fast bowlers will be Philip Anderson and Jaden Seals. So it will be interesting to see what impact they create. Although I really wanted that spinner who I think is not in the squad, the off spinner. I'm forgetting his name. He used to do a lot of backflips and really entertained me in that Australia series, tour of Australia, and also the tour of Pakistan. So I'm not able to recall his name, but he was a very entertaining player. West Indies fans, please help me out to figure his name out. But you know, not seeing. I'm sure Roston Chase will bowl a lot of his off spin, and Jason Holder was also asked to come back to the testing, but he has refused, and he has strictly decided to play T20 format. And that's what upsets me. Like there could have been so many players who could have come. You know, they could have been Nicholas Puran could have been come because he's a very good player of spin, regardless of the format. He's a very good player of spin. Jason Holder is a very good player of spin, and they could have added their value into the test team. I'm not sure if Brandon King is selected for this team because he was the only opener who got a 50 last time. If he plays, I think he's there in the squad. If he plays, he will have a completely different challenge to what he faced Stark, Hazelwood, and Boland on those spicy pitches. But here, to face Jadeja, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep, or Akshar, it will be a different challenge altogether. And also Siraj and Bumrah. So let's see if West Indies are able to take one of the test match to day 5. I'll be very interested to see what kind of resistance the West Indies put up. For India, I think it will be more of a statistical thing that who can pile up the runs versus a comparatively weaker West Indies lineup, which is weakened due to injuries. So you could, see Shubman Gill scoring a lot of runs, continuing his good form, or KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal also scoring big runs, and especially KL Rahul, who is coming from a 100 versus in the India A game. He will be back after a long time. Let's see. And thank you guys for supporting our channel, for watching our channel, and please do subscribe our channel, Cricket Caviar. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe. And let us know in the comments about your views. Thank you, and take care. Good night.